Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. Today we'll go over the last two Women's Elite Eight games, and then we have the NIT semifinals tonight that we have to talk about. We have MLB, NBA, NHL, soccer, American Idol, and news and notes. So no portfolio this week. We're probably going to get back to that next week. All right, women's tournament, Elite Eight. We will go over the results and look ahead to the NIT semis. So, women's Region 2, Albany, Elite Eight, number 1 Iowa over number 3 LSU, 94-87. That was a great game. And Caitlin Clark did it again. 41 points, 7 boards, 12 assists. Angel Reese had 17, only shot 7 of 21 at 20 boards. 40 boards would be insane. 20 boards is even more insane, or even less insane, but yeah. So Iowa moves on to the Final Four and wins the rematch against LSU. And Regional 3 in Portland Elite 8, number 3 UConn over number 1 USC, 80-73. So Paige Beckers and company gets it done. The setup and highly anticipated matchup with Caitlin Clark in Iowa on Friday night. Paige Beckers had 28 and Juju Watkins had 29 in defeat. Okay, the NIT. We have 2 semifinal games tonight. First of 2, Utah, Indiana State from Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. My line's Indiana State by 4.5, total 154 and 320. They get extra points from a spread standpoint in my projections due to easy travel. And Indiana State is 3.5. Total is 163.5. Under. That's a very high total. I don't think either teams are great defensively, but I think that the number's just too high. So I'm going to take the under. And the second of 2, Georgia Seton Hall. My line Seton Hall by 7, total 146 and a fifth. And it is Seton Hall by 4.5, total 145.5. I'm going to lay the 4.5 with Seton Hall. So we're going to have an Indiana State Seton Hall NIT final. All right, Major League Baseball. Really, really fun fifth night in the league. We'll go over everything and look ahead to today. Braves over the White Sox 9-0 in 8 innings in a rain-shortened game. Cubs over the Rockies 5-0. Shota Imanaga was excellent in his debut. Pirates over the Nationals 8-4. Orioles over the Royals 6-4. Angels over the Marlins 7-4. Reds over the Phillies 6-3 and 10. Rangers over the Rays 9-3. Tigers over the Mets 5-0 and 10. Oof. Astros over the Blue Jays 10-0. And something very unexpected happened in that game. Ronel Blanco, a no-hitter in his 8th career start. The first no-hitter of the season, the earliest no-hitter in Major League Baseball history. He should be very proud of that performance. And those Astro bats came to life after not looking so hot in a 4-game sweep against the Yankees. And not looking so hot might be an understatement and being kind, because they were bad in that series. But they threw all their frustrations of being swept by the Yankees out and they perform like that against the Blue Jay team who split a series in Tampa to start the year. So, big bounce back for Houston. Red Sox over the A's 9-0. Mariners over the Guardians 5-4. Cardinals over the Padres 6-2. And the Dodgers over the Giants 8-3. Oh, and we missed one. The Yankees over the Diamondbacks 5-2 to remain undefeated on the season. All right, 4 o'clock, you have the Twins at the Brewers. Louis Varland, Jacob Junis, it's the Brewers' home opener. Brewers minus 112, Twins minus 104, over under 8.5, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Twins minus 1.5 is plus 152, Brewers plus 1.5 is minus 184. That's a tough one, but I'm going to take the Twins on the road. They're just the team I trust more. 6:30, Royals O's. You have Cole Irvin and Alec Marsh. O's minus 168, Baltimore plus Royals plus 142, over under 8.5, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 140, O's minus 1.5 is plus 116. I'm going to go with the over. Angels, Marlins. Tyler Anderson and Jesus Luzardo. Marlins minus 146, Angels plus 124, over under 8.5, minus percentage way. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 170, Marlins minus 1.5 is plus 140. I like the over. Marlins still looking for their first win. On TBS, you have the Reds at the Phillies. Graham Ashcraft and Spencer Turnbull. Phils minus 142, Reds plus 120, over under 8.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 170, Phils minus 1.5 is plus 140. Tough one. I'm going to go with the over, but I don't feel good about it. 650, Rangers Rays. Andrew Heaney, Zach Eflin. Rays minus 158, Rangers plus 134, over under 8, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 160, Rays minus 1.5 is plus 132. For this one, I'm going to go with over 3.5 Ranger runs, minus 115. 7 o'clock, Tigers, Mets. Casey Mize and Adrian Hauser. Mets minus 134, Tigers plus 116, over under 7.5. Overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Tigers plus 1.5 is minus 200. Mets minus 1.5 is plus 164. The Mets are still looking for their first win. I'm going with the over. Braves, White Sox at 7:40. Ronaldo Lopez and Garrett Crochet. Braves minus 225, White Sox plus 188, over under 9, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Braves minus 1.5 is minus 138, White Sox plus 1.5 is plus 115. Tough one. But for this one, I'm going to go with... I know it's his first game back in Chicago in a different uniform. I think it is. Maybe the Braves bullpen yucks up some runs in garbage time or something, but I like White Sox over 3.5 runs at plus 102. Rockies, Cubs from Wrigley. Kyle Freeland and Javier Assad. Cubs minus 200, Rockies plus 168, over under 7, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 130, Cubs minus 1.5 is plus 108. I like the over. 8 o'clock, Blue Jays, Astros. Jose Barrios, Framber Valdez. Astros minus 162, Blue Jays plus 136, over under 8.5. Overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Jays plus 1.5 is minus 156. Astros minus 1.5 is plus 130. I like the under a lot. 9:40, Yankees, D-backs, or 9:30, I should say. Nestor Cortez, Zach Gallen. D-backs minus 116, Yankees minus 102, over under 9, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Yanks minus 1/2 is plus 158, D-backs plus 1/2 is minus 192. D-backs favored on the money line, Yankees favored on the run line. What do you do? I'm not going either direction there. I'm actually going to go with the under. Red Sox, A's, Brian Balo, Alex Wood. Red Sox minus 158, A's plus 130, over under 8, overs minus 8, unders minus 112. Boston minus 1/2 is plus 106, A's plus 1/2 is minus 128. I like the over. Guardians, Mariners, Shane Bieber, Luis Castillo. Mariners minus 126, Guardians plus 108, over under 7. Overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Guardians plus 1/2 is minus 205, Mariners minus 1/2 is plus 168. I'm doing it again, going back to the well. Guardians plus 108. Cardinals, Padres, Miles Mikolas, Yu Darvish. Padres minus 134, Cards plus 114, over under 7.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Cards plus 1/2 is minus 108, Padres minus 1/2 is plus 155. For this one, I'm going to go with first 5 innings result, Padres minus 104. And last but not least, 10 o'clock on TBS, Giants, Dodgers, Logan Webb. And it says TBD. For the Dodgers, I'm going to guess blindly Tyler Glasnow. Unless he's hurt or something. Dodgers minus 142, Giants plus 120, over under 8.5, overs even money, others minus 122. Giants plus 1/2 is minus 178, Dodgers minus 1/2 is plus 46. That line's low, and you know what that means. I'm taking San Francisco at plus 120, outright as a dog at the Dodgers. Now we move on to the NBA. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to a busy day coming up later on. Celtics over the Hornets, 118-104. Grizzlies over the Pistons, 110-108. Pacers over the Nets, 133-111. Magic over the Blazers, 104-103. Hawks over the Bulls, 113-101. Suns over the Pelicans, 124-111. All right, 7 o'clock tonight, Lakers, Raptors. My line is the Raptors as a 7.5 point underdog. And it's 32.5. I like the Raptors getting the points. What are the odds one of the two doesn't play? Of LeBron AD. Bucks, Wizards. My line's the Bucks 14.25. It's 13-227. I'm going to go with the over. 7:30 TNT Thunder Sixers. The potential return of one Joel Embiid. With Embiid, I have Sixers 9.25. Without Embiid, 2 2/4. And it is Thunder 5.5 total to 24. They don't think Embiid's coming back. I'm taking the Sixers plus the points at plus 180 outright. Oh, wait. I have that line wrong. So I had that projection wrong. Oops. So, with Embiid, 3.25, Thunder. Without Embiid, 10.25. And that number suggests he's not playing. Because if he was playing, I think it would be closer to a pick'em. But if Embiid's back, I'm taking the Sixers. If Embiid's not back, I'm laying it with OKC. Just as simple as that. Knicks, Heat. My lane's Heat, 3.5. It's 2.5 to 207. Low total. Over. But I don't feel good about it. Maybe people make some free throws and that goes over. 8 o'clock, Rockets, T-Wolves. My line is the T-Wolves by 6. And it's 8-216. I like the Rockets getting the points. No town still. 9 o'clock, the Spurs at the Nuggets. So Wemby against Jokic. My line's the Nuggets 25.5. And it's 15.5 and 224. I'm going to lay the big number with Denver. Cavs, Jazz. My line is the Cavs by 12. And it's 11.5 and 217. I'm going to go with the over. At 10 o'clock, you have the Clippers and the Kings. and it is Pick'em. I have it Pick'em, and it's Clippers 2.5 total to 22.5. I'll take Sacramento plus the points. I don't know if they'll win outright or not, but I think that game's at least close. And last but not least on TNT, Mavs Warriors. This is a makeup game after the assistant coach on Golden State passed away. And this is from January 19th. My line's Golden State by a half, and it's 1-232. I'm going to go with the over in this spot. All right, the NHL. We will recap yesterday and look ahead to tonight, and I think tonight's busy in hockey. Pens over the Rangers 5-2, Leafs over the Panthers 6-4, Red Wings over Lightning 4-2, Isles over the Flyers 4-3 OT, Blue Jackets over the Avs 4-1, Blues over the Oilers 3-2 in OT on a game winner by Brandon Saad, Jets over the Kings 4-3, Kraken over the Sharks 4-2. All right, 8 games. It's not bad. 7 o'clock, you have the Capitals at the Sabres. Sabres minus 137, Caps plus 114, over under 5.5. Overs minus 140, unders plus 114. Caps plus 1.5 is minus 220. Sabres minus 1.5 is plus 180. I can't believe the Capitals, who are currently in a playoff spot, are a dog. I'm taking them. But if Vegas knows, Vegas knew. Panthers, Habs. Panthers minus 235, Habs plus 180 or plus 190, over under 6.5, overs plus 116, unders minus 142. Panthers minus 1.5 is plus 106, and Habs plus 1.5 is minus 128. I'm going to lay the puck line with the Panthers. Penguins, Devils. Devils minus 164, Pens plus 136, over under 6.5, overs even money, unders minus 122. Pens plus 1.5 is minus 178, Devils minus 1.5 is plus 146. I like the over at even money. 7:30 Blackhawks Islanders. Isles minus 240, Blackhawks plus 195, over under 5.5. Overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Blackhawks plus 1.5 is minus 138. Isles minus 1.5 is plus 106. Under. Next, 8 o'clock Bruins Preds. Pick 'em minus 110 each way, over under 5.5. Overs minus 122, unders even money. Bruins minus 1.5 is plus 120, or plus 220, and Preds plus 1.5 is minus 275. So pick 'em in Bruins' favorite on the puck line. I'm going to go Bruins on the money line, minus 110, although this could also be a Vegas knows situation. Sens Wild. Wild minus 142, Sens plus 122, over under 6.5, overs minus 8, unders minus 112. Sens plus 1.5 is minus 196, Wild minus 1.5 is plus 162. I like the over. 9 o'clock Ducks Flames. Flames minus 235, Ducks plus 190, over under 6.5, overs plus 106, unders minus 130. Ducks plus 1.5 is minus 128, Flames minus 1.5 is plus 106, like the over at plus 106. And last but not least, 10 o'clock Canucks Golden Knights. Vegas minus 142, Canucks plus 118, over under 5.5, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Vancouver plus 1.5 is minus 15, Vegas minus 1.5 is plus 176. I like the under in that game. All right, now move on to soccer. We will go over results from yesterday. And is Champions League today? We'll see. All right, La Liga. Atletico over Villarreal 2-1. Serie A. Bologna over Salernitana 3-0. Cagliari Verona 1-1 draw. Sassuolo Udinese 1-1 draw. Lecce AS Roma 0-0 draw. And Inter Milan over Empoli 2-0. EFL Championship, Leicester over Norwich City 3-1. Birmingham over Preston 1-0. Cardiff over Coventry 2-1. Borough over Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. Bristol City over Plymouth 1-0. Rotherham over Millwall 2-1. Stoke Huddersfield 1-1 draw. Blackburn over Sunderland 5-1. QPR over Swansea 1-0. West Brom Watford 2-2 draw. Ipswich over Southampton 3-2. And Leeds over Hull 3-1. Ooh, I think Saudi Pro League went yesterday too. Al Ali over Al Ittihad 1-0. Al Hazim over Domik. I'm sorry, that was a 0-0 draw. And Al Khalij over Al Raid 1-0. 3 o'clock, Abba Al Nasser. Al Nasser should win that. Al Faya and Al Wada. I'm gonna say that's a draw. Al Hilal and Al Akdod. Al Hilal should win that. And Al Tai and Al Tawoon. I'm going to say Al Tawoon on the road. And then there's one we missed. That they because ESPN switched over to today's soccer, and they had yesterday's up, and then they literally flips. I'm just gonna look real quick. Oh no, I guess we got everybody. Yeah, it was the Pro League. I was right. All right, so Premier League. Today, 2:30, Newcastle, Everton. Newcastle even money. Everton plus 260. Draw plus 270. Going Newcastle even money. Nottingham Forest, Fulham. Nottingham plus 170. Fulham plus 160. Draw plus 240. I like the draw plus 240. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. Bournemouth minus 105. Crystal Palace plus 270. Draw plus 260. We go with Bournemouth minus 105. Burnley, Wolves. Burnley plus 150. Wolves plus 180. Draw plus 240. I'm going to go with Burnley at plus 150. And then 315, West Ham, Tottenham. Tottenham even money. West Ham plus 230. Draw plus 210. I'm going with Tottenham at even money. The DFB Pokal today, semifinal 2:45 on ESPNU. Saarbrücken and Kaiserslautern. Just have to pull up the game real quick. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Saarbrücken plus 180, Kaiserslautern plus 155, draw plus 210. I'm going to go with Saarbrücken as a home underdog at plus 180. We have Dutch Eredivisie today. That's a rare. We have Dutch Eredivisie all week. Vitesse Sparta. Just want to pull that up really quickly. Sparta plus 135, Vitesse plus 170, draw plus 230. And plus 135 is going to be the pick. I think I gave out Sparta plus 135. Yeah, we'll do Sparta. Sorry about that. Excelsior PSV. PSV's minus 900. Excelsior 13-1. The draw's plus 750. We'll go under 3.5 goals plus 110. And then 3 o'clock, Fortuna NEC. Fortuna plus 125, NEC plus 210, and so is the drum going Fortuna plus 125. Coppa Italia. We have the semifinals today, first leg. 3 o'clock, Juventus and Lazio. Juventus is minus 130, Lazio plus 440, draw plus 220. Juventus should win this. I'm going over 2.5 goals at plus 142. Coupe de France, 245. Lyon and Valenciennes. Lyon minus 700. Valenciennes, it's 17-1. The draw is 6-1. We're going to do under 2.5 goals at plus 130 for that one. And then CONCACAF tonight, quarterfinals, 7 o'clock, Columbus and Tigres. That's a really good one. Columbus, even money, Tigres plus 250, draw plus 220. I'm going to go with Columbus at home and even money, although Tigres can absolutely win. And then 9 o'clock, New England and America. America plus 105, New England plus 230, draw plus 230. I'm going to go with America at plus 105. And then we also have the U.S. Open Cup tonight as well. 7 o'clock, Richmond, Maryland. Richmond plus 130, Maryland plus 170, draw plus 240, go with Richmond. The Charlotte Independence and South Carolina United Heat at 7:30. We don't have that one listed. NYCFC 2 and Red Bulls 2. Red Bulls minus 115, NYCFC 2 plus 240, draw plus 280. I'm going with Red Bulls 2 at minus 115. The Lubbock Matadors and Foro FC. We don't have that one pulled up. Minnesota United FC 2 and Michigan Stars. Minnesota plus 155, Michigan plus 145, draw plus 240. I'm going to go with the draw plus 240. And then 10:30, you have Central Valley Fuego FC and El Farolito. Central Valley minus 125, Farolito plus 260, draw plus 280. We're going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 128. All right, now we are going to talk about American Idol from last night. It was a really good episode. It was the Showstoppers round. They showed way more yeses than nos. So first up was Jordan Anthony. He performed Love in the Dark by Adele. He gets in. Odell Button Jr., one of the platinum ticket winners. Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood by Nina Simone. In. Naya performs Get Ready by The Temptations. In. Blake Prohl, In My Blood, Shawn Mendes. In. Tristan Harper, By Your Grace, Cody Johnson. In. Roman Collins, Come Together, The Beatles. In. And then they had Alyssa Ragu and KB Richardson together. Alyssa performed I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Richards performed Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. And then they had a sing-off, and they had to pick between either Shallow by Lady Gaga or Fingers Crossed by Lauren Spencer Smith. The girls picked Shallow. Alyssa went first, KB went second, and KB goes through. 4 no's, but they didn't show performances. Justice Murphy, Michaela McCall, Scarlett Lee, Michael Rice. Jack Blocker performs You Should Have Seen the Other Guy by Nathaniel Ratliff. In. McKenna Breinholt, Anyone by Demi Lovato. And then Mia performed You Ain't Woman Enough by Loretta Lynn. Those two girls were in the room together. And it looked like McKenna was going to be a no, but Katie tricked her, and she's in as well. So they didn't have to go to a sing-off. They just had them in together for the good news. Emmy Russell, More Hearts Than Mine by Ingrid Andress, and she's in. But the irony here is that Emmy went after Mia performed Emmy's grandmother's song. So that's some symmetry there. Will Mosley, Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers in. Aji performed Too Close in. Then more performances they did not show but were in. Keiko, Ellie Marie, and Kennedy Reed. Kate Blocks performed River by Bishop Briggs in. Abby Carter, If I Can Turn Back Time by Cher in. Jana Elise performing It's All Coming Back to Me by Selena Dion. And Jana is in the top 24. And then one performance they did not show was Contavious. He got in. Haley Mia performed Alive by Sia. She got in. Jennifer Jeffries performed Northern Attitude by Noah Kahan in. Julia Gagnon, And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going from Dreamgirls. She got in. And then Ziggy performed This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, and Mackenzie Soul performed With a Little Help from My Friends by Joe Cocker. And then the two singers had to have a sing-off. And they had to perform either Jealous by Labyrinth or Falling by Harry Styles. They chose Jealous. Mackenzie went first. Ziggy went second. And Mackenzie, with the upset, in my opinion, going into the top 24, Ziggy sent home. Ziggy was the best performer that got sent home in last night's episode. I feel bad for Ziggy. He was upset. But at the same time, he was happy for Mackenzie, who got into the top 24. So that was probably their toughest cut. There's always one that you would have thought they would have got into the top 24 and didn't. This year it was Ziggy, unfortunately for him. So, top 24 every year is obviously in Hawaii at that resort. So, the first episode of the top 24 would be Sunday. I think it's Sunday and Monday for the rest of the season, so that's good. So should be exciting, and we are looking forward to it. All right, news and notes to close out the show today. We talked about Ronel Blanco's no-hitter. That was just incredible. But bad news for baseball. Josh Jung has a fractured wrist after being hit by a pitch. So he's going to the injured list. That stinks for the Rangers. Big loss there. Tony Clark's salary nearly doubled in 2023. And that is the Players Association director. So that's interesting. Blake Snell's Giants debut will be next week against the Nationals. This is unbelievable. This makes me mad. I'm not a fan of this team at all. I just hate how this team operates, and they're the worst team in the league for a reason. The Oakland Athletics optioned Esteury Ruiz, and he hit .429 against the Guardians in their first series. Absurd, right? The White Sox are to re-sign Mike Clevenger after agreeing to a deal pending physical. So we'll see how that goes. The Mets, now 0-4, are looking for rotation help. Talking with Julio Teheran. The Chiefs signed Carson Wentz to a one-year deal to back up Patrick Mahomes. Sad news in the NFL. Vontae Davis, former NFL cornerback, played for several years, passed away at the age of 35, two-time Pro Bowler. Thoughts and prayers to his family, his former teammates. That's just sad. Rashid Rice is cooperating with the police as Rice's attorney issued a statement after the car crash. So we have more to get to. NBA, Kevin Porter Jr. is signing with a Greek team, PAOK, for the rest of the season. We talked about Joel Embiid, who could return this week. There's rumors that he might come back tonight against the Thunder. Devin Booker made some history last night. He dropped 52 against the Pelicans, first player since Wilt to hit 30 in 3 straight games against the same team. That's incredible. NFL GMs are interested in DJ Birds as he's drawn attention from scouts and executives. That's funny. That is very, very funny that NFL teams are having interest. It'd be so fun to watch DJ Birds. There's always that player that emerges in March Madness, and he's it this year. There were fans visiting Jimmy Valvano's grave after NC State returns to the Final Four. Paige Becker shows love for Juju Watkins after her historic freshman season. So she is going to be back at school next year because the women's rules are different than the men's rules in terms of declaring for the draft. Everybody's praising Caitlin Clark after that performance, of course. And during the Elite Eight warm-ups, Angel Reese put a crown on the LSU bench. So some recruiting stuff. Miki Johnson has heard from Kentucky, Ohio State, Arkansas, and Texas A&M. So we'll see where he ends up. Coach Prime introduced a Warren Sapp, who will be their new senior quality control analyst. Duke posted a picture of a blue field as they loved the look, despite it being an April Fool's joke. That's funny. You usually see that in sports sometimes. Kalen DeBoer has a message to recruits as he discusses how he retained the number 7 recruiting class after taking over for the great Nick Saban. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything, look at everything tomorrow, including Survivor and the Masked Singer Group C final. So tomorrow should be a fun show as well. Have a great day, everyone.